So now you're homeschooling, right? It's overwhelming. You're researching and wondering what to do. On this video, I'm going to share with you 8 tips I have for new homeschoolers, or maybe if you're feeling a little burned out, you'll find a bit of encouragement on what's really important. Hi y'all, I'm Amy. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 kids ages 9 to 18. I've been homeschooling now for 14 years, and on this channel I do homeschooling encouragement, tips, and life coaching. Thanks for watching. The beginning of this video started off because I was helping a new homeschooler who's about to start homeschooling her 4 kids, and they're ages 4 to 12. So as I was giving her advice and thinking about what is most important for homeschooling, I was thinking this would be a great video to share with everyone. What are my top things that I think out of my 14 years of homeschooling and having one child who's graduated and finished college, what is it that I think is most important? So here are my top 8 tips on what I think you need to know as a new homeschooler or maybe a burned out homeschooler who needs a little bit of fresh encouragement. My first tip is to know your why. You have to define and know why you're homeschooling in order to know what kind of approach that you need to take. So the very first thing I did when helping this lady who was starting homeschooling is I asked her, how old are your kids and what are your long-term plans? You have to look at your long-term plans because if your plan is simply to homeschool for 1 year, well, you don't have quite the freedom to do what you would do if it was a long-term. You need to follow in line with what the school is going to be doing so that your child isn't all out of sorts when they jump right back into school. So first, know your why and define it. Also, this is going to help you on those really hard days because you will have hard days. You'll have days that you want to give up. Knowing your why is what's going to help motivate you and push you forward to do the hard days and to make it through. Number 2, pray. Ask God for wisdom. You've defined your why. Now you need to pray and you need to be asking God for wisdom. He will give you wisdom about what you need to do, how you need to do it, and He will also provide mentors along the way. Just pray. Always, anytime that you hit a roadblock, things aren't going good, pray. Seek wisdom from the Lord. I still have to do that even today. Just the other day, I was frustrated and wondering, how am I going to fit everything in that I want to accomplish this year? What am I going to do? And I was feeling overwhelmed and I was praying about it. And I really felt God nudging me saying, just do the work, quit complaining, because I tend to complain a little bit too much and try to think that I can't do it. And over all the years, sometimes there were times that I thought I just couldn't do it again, right? I just could not do it. And somehow it all worked out. So I just need to quit overthinking it and just start, but pray, and God will give you wisdom like that. All right, my third tip is that you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know more than your children about any given subject. You just need to know where to go to get the information that they need and to outsource. It's okay if your kid loves computer programming and you don't know anything about it. All you need to know is where to go to get them a teacher, or it might be an online class, a tutorial. Just do your research, find someone else who does know, who can help them, whether it's a person, a class, a DVD. You don't have to do all the things. And that's probably one of the top things that keeps people from homeschooling is they think, well, I just don't know as much about this math as my kid does. Well, you don't have to, because there are DVD math teachers, there are computer-based math teachers and instructors, and there's always a tutor that you can find. You don't have to do it all just because you're homeschooling. When you're homeschooling, you are customizing your child's education. You are not teaching them everything. So there you go. Tip number 3, you don't have to know more than your kids. Tip number 4, I think, is key to sustaining a homeschool lifestyle. Teach your children how to do chores and let them. When they're little, it's really hard. I get it, but they need to feel a part of the household. And you as mom cannot do all the homeschooling and all of the house cleaning and all the meals. You need help, but they need to learn how to contribute and be a good steward of their things in their home too, and they need to learn how to clean. They need these things, and by the time they get to college or they're grown up, they will thank you for it. One day they will thank you. It won't be the day that you're teaching them though. And when they're really young, they love doing it. It's more a matter of you allowing them to do it and backing off on the perfectionism a bit. It's hard, but in the end, it's worth it. And you're going to see that years of that pays off, and they really help you, and it's what allows you to live a more sustainable life. Tip number 5, it's the thing everyone's interested in. Curriculum, right? But I'm going to tell you a secret. Your curriculum is a tool. You don't have to do everything in it. You don't have to do it just like it's written. It's not the most important thing. It is simply a tool. And I'm going to share a favorite resource I have with you. This right here. This is a book by Kathy Duffy, 102 Top Picks. I haven't checked. Maybe there's 103 top picks now. I don't know, but this book can save you a lot of money. I'll link it below to Amazon. That's where you can purchase it, Rainbow Resource, anywhere like that. But in the beginning, if you will take the time to look at the beginning and figure out what works for you, there's a lot of good questions in here to ask yourself to help you figure out what is going to work for you, for your family, and also for your child. What's their learning style and what's your teaching style? And then it's going to help you to better sift through what curriculum is going to work for you. Just because everyone is using this particular curriculum doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. I can share the curriculum that I've used in my home, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you in your home. Different things work for different people and also at different times. So you're going to have to do your research, but use it as a tool. Think about what you want to accomplish in your child's life and how that's going to help you get there, and don't be so tied tightly to a curriculum. Number 6, consistency is king. Really, there's a lot of things that if you would just be consistent, figure out what you need to do to be able to be consistent. It might be that you shorten the lesson so that it's something that you really are willing to do every single day. But consistency is important. Now, what is it that you find overwhelming or hard? Leave that in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button and possibly the subscribe button with the notification bell to receive a notification the next time I post a video. Thanks for watching, and keep watching for my favorite tip at the very end. I need a little water break. All right, tip number 7. Tip 7 is one of my favorites that I think has helped me over the long haul. And that is make time to spend with other homeschooling moms. Go to a mom's night out, create one, create a book club where you do like a book study over a certain book and you come together and discuss it. It can be a homeschooling reference book, anything, but find your group of friends who are doing the same thing so that you can share in your struggles. It is not the same sharing online. On an online platform on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, we tend to share the best, but we don't see the real. It's very hard to share that in an appropriate way online. But in person, in real life, there's times for these connections. There's times to say, hey, I'm really struggling with this. What do you do about this? Or even just listening, and you get to hear that other people have these struggles. Make time for that. That is one thing that I've seen decrease in the past 10 years or so, is that homeschool moms have gotten busier and busier and don't seem to make as much time for one another in a mom's night out or some type of setting like that they once did. And it's really important to helping you sustain the homeschooling life over the long haul. Homeschooling is hard. It's very hard some days, but it really is worth it. So hang in there, but grab you a buddy, and it sure seems like it's a lot easier. And it's going to be hard. You're going to have times where people turn you down or you're struggling. And if you choose to go to a mom's night out or go to something that's going to encourage you, I guarantee you that will be one of your hardest days. And you will be tempted to stay home because you've had a very, very hard day. Every time I used to go to this meeting that we have once a month, and it was so encouraging and filled me up so much and encouraged me to keep going, and all the other moms. And I started noticing a trend that all of us, when we showed up, were having a hard day. It was the hardest day, and we wondered, why did it seem like everything was pressing against us, keeping us from being there? Well, that's why you need to be there. So remember, when things are hard like that, it might be a time that you press in and you say, I need this more than ever, and I'm going to make it happen, and I'm not going to give in and stay home and miss out, because the Lord wants me to be there and wants me to be filled up, but Satan wants me to not be there and get filled up. All right, my last tip, tip number 8. I have loved over the years using audiobooks in my homeschool. This is a way, it's kind of like sneaky school, that we use audiobooks where they're learning even when it doesn't involve me. So what can you do to make your life educational? What can you do to set up the atmosphere of your home so that there are educational opportunities all around for the kids to get involved? That doesn't mean that you're directing it and that you're not having to do it. It's not necessarily a curriculum, but it's there and it's available, and they pick up those tools. What is it? So for us, it's been audiobooks. Maybe you just have a reading time of 30 minutes to an hour every day where you all grab a book and you snuggle up on couches and you do independent reading. Or maybe you're not in that stage and you have young ones who can't read. You use audiobooks, maybe have some quiet room time and find some downtime, provide crafts. Maybe that's what you're doing, and you're just helping them to explore different educational things. And I like to think along those lines and think about what it is that we can add into our homes that are educational but don't require a lot of energy and planning. All right, so there's my 8 tips for education. Know your why and define it. Pray and seek wisdom from the Lord. You don't have to know everything. You can outsource, so don't be overwhelmed. Number 4, teach your children chores and let them help. Number 5, curriculum is just a tool. Number 6, consistency is king. Number 7, make homeschool mom friends. You need them and they need you. Number 8, make your life educational. Set up your home in an educational way. Those are my 8 tips. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did, and hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to be a part of this community and join me. Thanks for watching.